Hello everyone, this is Waldorf.
And this is Statler.
And now we have Battle Report 75 for you.
075.
This is Game 4, Memorial Day Mayhem.
Kingdom of Equitaine versus Ogre Cons again.
Again, like I said, I was trying to hit the ogres.
Yes.
I was trying to hit all the ogres.
Game 4, but this is day 2.
Day 2.
Did you get a full night's sleep and
I got a partial night's sleep.
and reconsider your strategy and
cried myself to
strategery?
sleep all night based on the last ogre game I played.
Oh, I thought you did that anyway.
Woke up on our team tournament of day 2 and said, let's try this again.
Yes.
And my team is going into today. My team is in dead last.
Dead last.
Dead last by a decent margin too.
Indeed.
So anyway, that's what I have looking forward to coming in here. We do the matchings, and
Now this is full points, right? There's no
full
more
points now. There's no more partial points.
Yeah.
You should have been a little bit earlier, but we did the matchups. We got what I wanted. I mean, we got what our team wanted, which is me on the ogres.
Mm-hmm.
This Dark Elf army up there was the shootiest army I've ever seen. I wanted no part of it. Those were the, I didn't want either one of those two armies. So, I mean, overall, we got the matchups we really wanted in this one.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're happy to see that. Here's my army list. Same, of course.
Oh, it's the same as it was the day before.
It is. For some reason, I didn't go home and cheat, unfortunately.
And you have a nice, still unused Scepter of Power on there?
I do. A Scepter of Power that I've never bothered to use in this 3 games prior.
Yes. Let's see what happens in this game.
Now this, I got the advantage of being in, I got 18, I lost 2-18 to the last Ogre army.
Yeah.
Now I have the advantage of facing another Ogre army played by pretty much the best Ogre player in the region, if not a larger area. Yeah. He's the one that went to the tournament a while back and lost 11 points in the entire tournament.
Yeah.
And anyway, so he has a shaman with the Book of Arcane Power, Hell Fist, and 4 spells of Thaumaturgy.
Mm-hmm.
2 Mammoth Hunters on Tuskers, one with the Bluffer's Helm and Troll Eater, one with the Dragon Scale Helm and a Duskstone. 3 units of 3 Bruisers. The little Bruiser chariots, or whatever you want to call them, are very popular now.
Yep.
8 Tribesmen, full command with Iron Fist and a Banner of Discipline, so they're immune to panic checks. 2 units of 2 Tusker Cav with Iron Fist, 2 Thunder Cannons, and a single Rock-a-Rock.
Okay.
And
It says Rock-a-Rocks.
No, it doesn't. Prove it.
I think I just did. Actually, I mean, we recorded. Actually, you just did.
I just did. So spells.
Oh, on a different table. So
Awaken the Beast, Savage Fury, Chilling Howl, and Break the Spirit. Not thrilled with Chilling Howl in this one, but it's what I got.
what was the name of that software package you're using again for these cards? Yeah, that one.
Yeah, sorry. Ask me, I don't know.
Okay.
Magic.
You'll remember in another video.
Yeah. If I remember, I'll put it in the notes to this one.
Yeah.
It's like a card generator, magic card generator. Yeah, as you can see, it's made for people who play Magic, but I liked it, and I just went off on did a Google search, grabbed a picture. These cards were originally made for my Strigoi Vampire. That's why you get the werewolfy guy. I don't know what I'll change it to.
That's your totemic summon.
That's my totemic summon.
Kind of matches the models you use for it too.
I want to point out this is game 4, and you haven't seen the totemic summon spell yet.
Yes, there is that.
I have yet to roll a 6 or felt the need to change a double to a 6.
Yeah.
All right. So, this is my deployment. Let's back up some. My deployment, he picked sides. I deployed first. I dropped my entire army.
Man, it's an ugly carpet.
What's that? That's the carpet off to the left of
yeah,
this thing?
It's so stark compared to this
pretty ugly tournament.
Yeah.
A carpet. So, anyway, deployed by Peg Knights far off to the left.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. This was not a. This was a.
It's like you're going diagonal.
This was the unit.
Oh, okay.
Counter thrust, I believe.
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
Where you place. I placed the unit of yeoman up here. You had to stay 18 inches away.
Right.
Back and forth. And of course, you're not allowed to drop multiple units.
Right.
So ends up I finish before he does, so it ends up a straight die roll.
Mm-hmm.
It's a capture the flags scenario again. I've tagged his bruisers, 2 of his tuskers, and this other unit of bruisers. My idea this time is kind of push toward the right.
Mm-hmm.
He's tagged, of course, my 3, the smaller of the 4 units I have. So we have terrain-wise, we played this as a ruin, a hill back here on the bottom, forest on the top, impassable using the entire disc.
In a circle, okay.
A water feature using the entire disc, the entire terrain.
It doesn't look like water. It looks like snot.
Well, it's a liquid feature.
Looks like the ogres were. That's the latrine or something.
The ogre latrine.
Yeah.
Fence here. Another forest.
And a forest with no trees.
No trees as the theme continues.
Yes.
And a neat little bit, I like this building. It was the company that made that castle I have that's kind of the hard foam.
Oh, like the...
Zeterdis or something. What is it called?
Is that them? Yeah, the one.
Citadel.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the company. But
anyway,
yeah,
they're nice because they're really light.
Yeah.
Easy to transport. And he painted them a little bit. He hasn't finished with them, but...
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So there you have it. On his side, he's using these 2 big creatures as his cannons.
Okay.
He's throwing, there's thunder cannons. This is a really, really nice looking army. Bruisers.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the close-ups because I can't identify a lot of these models.
Oh, okay. I don't think you will identify these,
yeah.
Definitely. And his rock, of course.
Like those big axes on his bruisers.
So turn 1 went to me.
And you got free candy?
And free candy. He's using candy to mark my units.
Okay.
I set up 18.5 inches away from that unit of bruisers with my Knight's Aspirant.
Mm-hmm.
And with a 19 inch, that's an 11. So I decided to try it twice. He didn't like that idea and left.
Okay.
So that's a win already. If I can go home, I'll be happy. Elsewhere, just repositioned a little bit. Far left, I didn't get a picture. I guess the peg's coming up on the far left. Just coming up around the flank.
Okay.
I have put I think this is the break the spirit on this unit. Just because that's the one I don't want moving 12 inches up and
right.
Getting in my face without having to pay for it.
Getting in your grill.
Yep. And that was it. I fired trebuchets. I believe I fired trebuchets at both units of the Tuskers.
Mm-hmm.
You can see one has decided it wants to look the other way.
Yeah.
And the other one just missed.
It heard something behind it.
Yeah, there's a noise back there. It wants to study it for a turn or 2.
Wouldn't have that problem if you were a dwarf trebuchet.
I would not, because they don't ever misfire and miss a turn. They never take a turn off. Nice war machines. He decided he wasn't worried about it and came forward anyway.
Yeah.
Which not entirely unexpected. And over here you can see where the Peg Knights have come. They had to stay over that way a little bit because he hadn't moved yet, and this guy was still covering some of the area over here.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, elsewhere he's just kind of pushed in on the center. Rearranged stuff over on the right. No big deal. And here we are. Getting ready for turn.
Rallied those guys that ran away.
Rallied the guys that ran, rallied, turned back to face. And here we have it on turn 2. So what I'm looking at here, this unit of knights is going to charge into here.
Mm-hmm.
This is, again, my killing blow guy. Virtue of renown. So he gets in here. If I can rearrange and keep these guys in my front. The Rock wants to come in and hit me in the side and take him. I'm okay with that. Not thrilled by it, but I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I got something else planned for this guy over here, and that is,
Not that.
what did I die from?
Oh, sorry. I don't know. Too much sugar intake for eating that candy.
I guess. Oh, sorry. These are his stuff. Still his turn, apparently.
Still his turn. Okay.
Still his turn. So I believe a cannon shot one off.
Okay.
And then he cast the snipe spell. I think it's you just roll higher than the other guy's spell with thaumaturgy and put a wound on my general.
Right. Okay.
All right. There we go. Now turn 2. Now I'm going to go look around. So what I'm seeing here. So I'm going to do what we said over here on the left. Moved up into those. See the pegs have come up as far as they can. I'm trying to threaten hopping over that unit of bulls into that cannon. I don't want to hit the unit of bruisers in the rear. All right, and then over here on the right, what I've done is this. So this is the Dragon Lance with a unit of 5 knights with him. Into the front of there. He's the guy that does D3 wounds for every wound that gets through. He's like the old Red Fury, gets extra attacks. My thought is here, this guy will go in, crush this unit, I'll reform. These units coming into the side, he's initiative 6, so these will never get attacked. They're going to overrun the 8, whatever it is. I think it's like 7 inches into the rock, or overrun a shorter distance and be in the way, so if he hits it, he has to overrun this way.
Okay.
So I'm all good with this whole thing. It's all perfectly mapped out, right? Perfect strategy.
Couldn't just walk the guys around?
What's that?
It's too far.
Too far. And of course, charge these bulls over here. I'm sorry, bruisers.
Yep. And the aspirants are just...
And the aspirants moved up.
Just moving up. Okay.
So I wanted to get the same thing. Now they've got I believe I brought up so they're an 18-inch charge.
Okay.
Which
Still
is a 10, rerollable 10, and it gives him only a 12.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too close because I don't want him pulling off the charge.
Right.
Because he wins that if he charges, I believe. Anyway, you can also see this guy this Mammoth Hunter is facing out this way as well.
Okay.
So, come to the combat. There is my guy with the Dragon Lance. He rolled 4 1s and a 3.
Okay.
3 1s, a 2, and a 3. Ended up doing a total of 2 wounds to that unit. What the hell? And that's, sorry, this is something different. What is this?
Did you blow yourself up?
I must have. I did. This is what this was. Sorry. I used 3 dice to cast a spell. Was it 4? Did I use 3 dice? Yeah, I used 3 dice to cast a spell. So it only hit me at strength 3.
So you miscast.
But my armor came through at 4. I lost 4 out of 7 on my armor.
Okay.
That was what I was irritated about. Moving on. In this fight here, my guy with the Dragon Lance did 2 wounds. Or 2 wounds. The unit did, I believe, 1 more to kill 1 Tusker.
Yeah.
He killed the one on the left. He killed the one left the one here on the left.
He had to because of your flank charge.
Because of the flank charge. It attacked back, killed 4 of my mounted yeomen.
Yeah, because they're squishy.
Which kind of should have. He still lost the combat and ran. This unit failed its leadership 9 and pursued. So it's like in a wonderful position right now.
Well, at least it'll get some close combat.
It will get close combat experience. The Dragon Lance just completely whiffed. So there you have it. I did kill off these 3 bruisers here in the center.
Yep.
They
No
didn't
surprise
run, just dropped them.
Yep.
Which was really good. So there is some good news.
I think those guys are the Beast Herds.
Gortak. Not the Cyclops thing?
Because it looks like those rocks are from that model, and you can put multiple arms on it, so maybe
Can
it's
you?
that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just,
Could be.
it's gonna be. That's what I think it is.
Okay. So he's declared the charge here. I believe it was this guy who declared the first charge.
Mm-hmm.
I fled out to here. I talked about it to him after this turn. He was debating whether to send this unit in, which would have sent them back here.
Back this way, yes.
And then this is an easy completion and
Right,
kill.
right.
But he decided to leave me there because he pretty much has the same choice next turn, and this way it chaffs this unit.
Right.
So he left them where they stand.
Mm-hmm.
Elected not to go after him. And then he, of course, redirects into the mounted yeoman and pushes him further back this way.
Right. Got over the fence.
And I did make it over the fence alive. Go. And the Tuskers come up. Tuskers just moved up.
Right.
I think both these had charged.
Oh, okay.
And they both failed. This guy,
Oh, so he charged your knights and the other one charged your...
correct.
Okay.
And they both failed and they both came up.
Yeah, where are those guys?
The bruisers are kind of right here, hiding perfectly
can't see them behind the pillar.
hiding perfectly behind this tower. And elsewhere,
The other side.
the other side of the board, you can see he's just kind of shifted a bit just to make sure I can't get past this unit and hit them at all. I do still have a charge into these three bruisers from this unit,
Right.
but that doesn't end well for me.
Yeah, and your Pegasus have the charges.
And my Pegasus have several options.
Yeah.
Again, they don't want to come into the back of here because I don't think that works well for me. It might, but right now I
Well, it
can't.
depends on how much you hit.
Right now I can't afford to because this guy's watching.
Yeah. You're better off charging him.
He's got the Bluffer's Helm and a great weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. T5 with Bluffer's Helm and a great weapon. Not that thrilled with that choice. Moving on. This whole time, the trebuchets have been just lobbing shots off, hitting rocks, hitting trees. That's probably why there's no trees left. Because I think they've destroyed every
I
tree in
see.
here.
So, what have you been targeting and not hitting?
Whatever is the biggest threat. I've been trying to hit these guys. The Tuskers knock them down. I even tried once to knock these guys down when I was concerned about them hitting into a flank.
Yeah.
And they're just not. Trebuchets are they're the best friends in the world, or they just
The great disappointment. Yeah.
560 points of disappointment.
Yeah.
You can see there. Yeah, he's moving forward, just surrounding me. He's placed a comet back here behind my guys.
Another comet.
Yeah, it's comets.
Gonna back up this time.
Comet happy. So we go to turn 3. And that's what it looks like. You can see the guys behind the building now a little bit better.
See them perfectly. Can you see them?
I cannot see them.
Okay.
And I have moved this unit over here.
You see the lance poking out
Yeah,
barely.
you see the lance poking out behind the building. So I've circled around the building and faced their rear. My unit here has rallied, and I've just repositioned these two to try to deal with what I think the best I can with the stuff that's coming in. Now, here's an instance where, so I'm happy. If this unit comes in, if this unit charges here, okay, I probably have to take it at this point, because he's going to push him right here in front, and he's got so many other things that can come after him.
Does he have a champion?
What's that?
Does he have a champion?
This unit?
No, him.
He does not in either one of these.
That's too bad.
Nope. So anyway, he can push me here, he can push me here. But I'm okay. My thought when I was making this move, and this is a problem I have a lot, my thought when I was making this move is if this unit comes in here, because of the distance here, I don't think the Rock can get in there as well. Because I was looking and it's real close. I mean, I really don't think the Rock can make it in as well as them. And of course, the Rock can't make it in unless they go somewhere.
Right.
So anyway, so I'm looking at that. And this is my Virtue of Renown general up here in the top front corner, who can actually hurt things. And he's positioned here because everything's in his front,
right, except
for these guys, and that's why I went to this corner, because if these guys hit him in the flank, then he's on that corner to
you can stick on him a little bit,
try to help deal with them. Anyway, so that's my whole thought going into this. And then what happened? There's the picture of those guys behind the hill coming around to sit around them. So then I've done this. I did this twice in this tournament, this game and the next game. I shot off one of the guys. Like, I shot off, my trebuchet hits, and I shoot off one of these Tuskers. It's like,
why weren't you shooting at the other guy?
What?
Yeah.
And I could have been shooting at this guy,
yeah,
these guys, whatever.
Yeah.
But I shot off one of these Tuskers. Anyway, it's just a terrible habit I have, and I've just got to quit it. It's a game-losing habit.
It's something that we all do.
Yeah, it's like, okay, do this.
We're thinking so much.
Yeah.
And then we do something and go, oh shoot, I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to do this. Yeah. And you probably knew it as soon as it happened.
I did.
Yeah.
As soon as I shot it, I knew exactly what I'd done.
Yeah.
Just so bad.
As soon as you dropped the dice.
Yep. Anyway, so I did that.
So now you can do is hope he rolls bad.
And there you go. So he sends the first thing that Tusker charged. With him dead, the Rock's free to charge this unit.
Yeah. So you run.
And with the rest of the world coming down on him as well, they fled. It's because of my BSBs here again, so it's a rerollable 9 to rally. I'm okay with fleeing. So they both redirect into this unit, which kind of has to hold. And I decided I decided that they were going to hold from the first one. When the Rock redirected into him, I chose to flee because I didn't want both of these units here reforming.
Right.
So I fled, knowing they're going to die either way. But this way, these two units don't get, all over me when I do it. So they fled to here.
Now they charge with the other guys.
And no, he just left me sit there.
Okay.
And because he's got this guy right up on me who's going to catch me. And he does. Catches me, kills me, about faces. Can't see it, but the bruisers on the back have turned to face my Knight's Aspirant. So he just picked up one of his pieces of candy there.
Yep.
So his reward for destroying my unit.
Did he eat it?
But I do still
immediately?
Have two. But I do still have 2 scoring units left.
Is it the technique? If you get that, you get to eat it right away?
You get the treat. It's a nice reminder for how well you're doing.
Extra incentive.
So again, this here's the Comet. It's up to a 2 now.
Oof.
It does drop. Again, armor saves 2s and 3s. And there we have it.
That hurts.
It all hurts.
And your guys ran again? Or, oh no, does it look...
They have not.
They just look like it because the unit's so much smaller.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Because this unit's so much smaller, they look like they're further away.
Yeah.
There you can see these guys have turned to face. Yeah. That's what it is. He has turned to face and managed to put it so the overrun will just pretty much bump me into the wall, into the building.
Okay.
Keep me out of his hair for a while. So, my turn. You can see where the stuff was. He's got the Rock positioned, the Tusker, another Tusker hero, another Tusker hero. Sorry, what are they? Mammoth Hunters?
Yeah.
So he's got 2 Mammoth Hunters and a Tusker all positioned to come in on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So to counter this...
But they're on Tuskers, right? The Mammoth Hunters.
Mammoth Hunters on Tuskers,
yeah.
Yes. So the Mage and the BSB leave this unit. Mm-hmm. The unit moves over here, as you can see. There you go. Unit moves over here to chaff this Mammoth Hunter. Mm-hmm. And the Mage and the BSB retreat down here where they're somewhat safe from everything.
Mm-hmm. And your unit rallies?
And the unit does rally. And back here I did charge into the bruisers.
Right. And your Pegasus are just...
And my Pegasus were... What did they do? Did they fail this turn? Yes. The Pegasus declared a charge into... I believe it was this one.
Okay.
This cannon. And it fled. And they redirected to this one, which was actually closer, I think, and failed the charge. Mm-hmm. So now they're there, flank on to this unit of bruisers. So things are going really well so far.
Yeah.
And you can see one of my trebuchets is...
facing the wrong way?
Is gone, and one's facing the wrong way.
Oh, the one's gone. That's the base there.
Gone.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he shot it off with one of these cannons.
Okay.
A couple cannon shots finally took it off. So there we have that. Look around and you can see the Knight's Aspirant and managed to kill him with only 2 losses, which actually reduced their frontage enough so they could slip by this building.
There is that.
Not that they really want to go after this rock.
Yeah.
But they can now. It is a possibility. So there you have it going into his turn. Top of turn 5. Yep. Okay. So turn 5, his Tusker comes down and chaffs me. Mm-hmm. The other Tusker, the hero charges into this unit. Rock just gets closer. Big unit of bulls gets closer. The bruisers charged my Peg Knights and they fled because he had my flank easy.
Voluntarily, okay.
Correct. Cannon, his cannon rallied. His other cannon moved over here to grape shot me. His grape shot actually did absolutely nothing. Mm-hmm. This guy came in, charged, did nothing with his great weapon. Mm-hmm. Impact hits, Tusker, and guy with a great weapon. And did absolutely no wounds. Between missing and my saves, did absolutely nothing. Mm-hmm. Peg Knights up here rallied. These guys decided to charge the cannon that came over to shoot him.
Right.
And this unit did a swift reform, backed up, and the characters ran over and joined it.
Okay. Getting ready for the big fight.
Getting ready for the big fight.
And you look like you lost a guy.
And in the I didn't do it the first round, but I was smart enough to challenge the second round. And all he did was kill my champion out of the unit. He does have the break the spirit on him, so he's fighting at -1. So he's needing 5s to hit me.
Well, that helps.
I'm sorry, 4s. I believe he's weapon skill 5. The guy needs 4s.
Right.
I think the beastie and everything else.
We need
5s. 5s. Sorry, correct. Anyway, and you can see everything else. The aspirants did a few wounds. I think it's 3 wounds to the cannon.
Didn't kill him, and he ran
It
away.
did 1 wound back. It ran away and got away.
And you didn't catch him. That's too bad.
And didn't catch him. but I did manage to get out of arc of the other one.
It's always annoying when something with Swift Stride doesn't catch something that doesn't have Swift Stride.
It is.
The
Actually, I'm not sure. Does his... I think the cannon might have Swift Stride.
I don't think it did.
The Scrap Launcher definitely doesn't.
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
The Scratapult definitely doesn't.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the fight continues over here. The cannon rallies, turns back to face.
Uh-huh.
The other cannon comes up for another round of grape shot into me.
Yeah.
There we go. And the Rock comes into the fight.
He did charge it.
He charged.
Okay.
What? Yeah. So these guys fired and did absolutely nothing again.
Okay.
Bruisers back here have crushed my pegs.
Yeah.
I didn't even I didn't even do enough to kill one.
Wow.
All my attacks are first, and they're all strength 4.
They are strength 4.
9 strength 4 attacks. Some of them hitting on 3s, and
yeah.
would have liked to have gotten one of them because then I could have survived it, I think. Anyway, so the big mammoth hunter finally cleans up the remaining knight.
Yep.
Gets ready to come down this way.
Ooh.
What? What's ooh?
I see. I'm trying to figure out what's happening. You have a lot less knights down here.
Yeah, the Rock's impact hits
Yeah.
came in. I can't challenge him. His impact hits come in and just devastate it. I do a few wounds, but
Why couldn't you challenge him?
there's no character on it.
Oh, it's just the monster.
It's just the monster.
I'm sorry, I didn't
So,
get that. Okay.
So his impact hits come off, but then my Virtue Renown guy comes through with 2 hits and 2 wounds each. Actually, they were like 3 and 4 wounds each, but they get halved by this.
Right.
By the Rock. But ended up doing the 4 wounds necessary to kill it and turn the face. Actually, you know what? He didn't. I think he did 4. Ended up putting 3 wounds on it because it had 5, and my BSB cleaned it up.
Okay.
Multi-wound wasn't helpful on him, but
yeah,
because 2 is only 1.
But the strength 6 was.
But the strength 6 is nice enough to get 1 through. It was the last attack I had too. So they turned back this way after the fight.
Is he facing away from you?
Yeah, and he decided he didn't want any part of that. He just saw what happened to his big rock buddy and did not go.
I'm sorry.
This is back to, we skipped it. The pictures are getting kind of scarce because we're running late on time on this game.
Sorry. Okay, so this is his turn.
This is his turn. He charged me.
He charged you.
And this combat lasted into my turn, actually.
Okay, I thought maybe he failed his... Yeah, I didn't... Yeah, okay.
There was 2 turns of combat.
Okay, okay.
So he charged me. I killed him in my turn.
Okay.
So then in his turn, he tried to charge the bruisers in, and they failed. It was a
Yeah.
It was a long charge, and when they failed, I mean, he did not send this guy in as well.
Okay.
He didn't want that guy going in by himself.
Not with your character in there.
But you can see I've captured all 3 of his
banners.
And so that was the other thing too, is he went back to deal with these.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the last bottom of turn 6.
Yeah, I don't see your magic die.
He hasn't tried to fail yet. What's that? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed to have hidden.
Mm-hmm.
So he charged this guy into the aspirants on the last turn. They fled, and then this guy, the Tusker guy, Mammoth Hunter, charges them as well, and they had to flee from that one. So they fled this way and then fled back that way.
Mm-hmm.
They can't. I couldn't fight this guy with a great weapon.
Right.
So I'm just trying to keep him alive so I can keep the bonus point.
Mm-hmm.
Down here, I don't know if you. Down here, I have my general, I have my BSB, I have my damsel, and 2 guys.
2 guys left in the lance. Yeah.
So this is the turn he made that long charge to try to get this unit in.
Mm-hmm. But he didn't make it.
They did fail. My battery ran out of this, and I had to switch to my phone. That's why it's a different format.
Okay.
Perfect timing. Very last turn of the game. So anyway, this the cannon has charged my aspirants over to here. this guy made I think it was 16 or 17 inch to reach the fleeing unit and killed them. They failed their charge. So he has 3 bruisers, a mammoth hunter,
Cannon,
and big unit of 9 guys,
in pristine condition,
all in pristine condition, all doing fine. I have and then on the last turn, I don't have a picture of it, but on the last turn he cast the what spell was it? He cast the roll off spell, and didn't do anything more to. I'm sorry, put a wound on my BSB.
Okay.
And then he cast another spell that killed one of my knights. Not both, just one.
Just one.
Oh, he did the D6 strength 6.
Okay.
And ended up with 2 strength 6 hits.
Ah.
Both wounded, and he assigned them, put them both on my 2 knights.
Right.
Killed one, but the other guy made one of his saves. I believe it was his armor, but
yeah.
Anyway, so I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4. One of these is gone. I'm left with 4 models, and he has this,
right.
and this.
But you have all but one of your characters.
But I have all but one of my characters. I still have half points for this unit, and this is the scoring unit.
Yeah.
I've got one mod. That's why he was trying so hard to kill it on that final round.
Sure.
It makes a huge difference.
None of that.
All right, so the end of it, I don't recall what the victory. I thought I had. This is the one battle I don't have the actual victory points written down.
Sure.
But the Equitaine, we had 7 points. He had 13. I had the
secondary objective.
So ended up being a 10-10.
You're getting a tie.
Which is a 10 out of the butt kicking I took in that game. That was a fantastic result.
So you tied the best player.
So I tied. This is the guy that. This is the guy that has 88 out of 100 points. Means he gave up 12 points the whole tournament.
Yeah.
And there's 10 of the ones he gave up.
There you go.
Look at that. I got that. I can hang my hat on that.
There you go.
Anyway, that win, my 10 points, my teammates really had a heck of a round this time. Between the other 3 of them, they got 53 out of 60 points.
Oh, wow.
53 out of total
63.
60 they could get.
Yep.
So they just rolled up this. And this was one of the devastating charge was one of the favorites going into this tournament.
Oh, really?
Yes. But you can see we got 63. They got 17 this
So
round.
he got 10, so that means the rest of his team only got 7.
The 3 combined other players picked up 7 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he was happy with his buddies.
Sure, he's happy. His buddies weren't too happy either.
No, I don't think anybody was happy about this except us.
It's just like you weren't happy at the end of round 3.
But based on where we were at the start of today, after this game, we jumped up from last up to here.
Yeah.
And I managed to put 24 points between the CGL for one
Number
team
one.
us,
There you go.
which is the even more important fact.
Absolutely. It's who's getting the bragging rights.
Exactly. And again, still trailing behind this team that I was abusing their army list.
Yep.
So, anyway, like I said, it was a 10-10. I thought I played a couple things dumb in that game, which could have made it better. But all in all, pulling a 10-10 against him, to me, is a victory.
Yep, there you go.
But anyway, so thanks for listening.
All right, let's see how the next game goes. Till the next time.